All right, guys, got done with work, got home like a little later than I would have liked. It's like 6:21 right now, but I'm not too worried about it because it's a shorter day. It's back and hamstring, so a relatively short workout. It always is. So like I'll have adductors, abductors, which I never show, and then a few sets of single leg line leg curls, a few sets of RDLs. I think like a rowing movement, maybe a lat pull down and like a pull over, and that's it. So it's a shorter workout, so I'm not too worried about getting to the gym a little later. Obviously, I would have preferred sooner, but it's not the end of the world. But I had to get out some cash, and it pissed me off, right? Because I've got 2 credit cards now. I've been trying to be really good about like using my credit card for like utilities, groceries, like online purchases, just using my credit cards more than my debit card, and then just paying off my credit cards with my debit card, trying to just get a good credit score. And I like got the pin wrong on my credit card, and the machine was just like, call your bank, card's pretty much ours now, fuck you. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the bank was closed, so I gotta call them tomorrow, and I have a feeling they're gonna pull some bullshit where they're like, oh yeah, sorry, we leased the ATM machine, we can't get you your card back, and I'm gonna have to call and get a new card in, which sucks, but not the end of the world, just more so annoying. It's a bit of a nuisance, but what are you gonna do about it? Almost a little sad today, came home, Bingo's fucking gone. I'm like, where the fuck is Bingo? And then I texted my sister, and she's like, yeah, I have her at the house, and I was like, oh, you motherfucker. It's like what I look forward to when I come home from a day of work. I'm like, Bingo, yes, Bingo. And there was no Bingo, but not the end of the world. I'll get her back soon. I just love my puppy. But yeah, so far today I've been filming a day in the life as well. This is just gonna be like a social media day in the life though. I'm gonna post on Instagram and TikTok, but I've seen there's been some interest in a YouTube day in the life, so I'll try and figure out something to get that done. It's just a little harder because I don't wanna be ripping a camera at work, I guess. And I prefer to post on YouTube with like camera, 4K HD quality, but I might just have to do a little bit of a dumbed down video and just use my phone to upload clips. And at the end of the day, that's all right because I want to put out content you guys are interested in. But let's go work out. Threw on a 2.5 this week plus the 5. I tried to just jump straight to 45 during a warm-up set, and I was like, that's not gonna fly, unfortunately, so wasn't gonna fly, but threw on a 2.5, same exact reps, so I'm gonna call that a good strike at progressive overload. 2 more sets here. Only 1 rep down, so I'm pretty happy with a result like that. But I got here way later than I would have liked. Like, it was like 6 o'clock, I was about to head out, Then my friend showed up at my house, and then I'm talking to him, and then I look at my phone and I'm like, oh shit, it's like 8 o'clock. So it means it's gonna be a later night, but it's okay because I got to bed pretty late last night. Felt great today, mostly just because every ounce of sleep I needed, I got that and more. I'm like overflowed on ounces of sleep after just sleeping in for like 4 days straight. It was fucking tits. Okay, before I just bounce straight to RDLs, I'm gonna equal it out. I'm gonna go hamstring, back, just to kind of make it feel like I'm evening myself out a little more. There, go up a little. I don't know what, but I just had a surge of like masculinity, and however you want to call it. Up 2 reps, I felt like really anabolic. I don't know what it was, but I just picked up the weight and I was like, I'm gonna make this weight my bitch. And that's exactly what I did. So 2 more sets. Let's try and stay consistent with that. I already have a crazy lat pump after that, so yeah. Come on, SoundCloud. Sounds a tad better. Okay, one more set, And if you haven't noticed, got my Beats back. Feels pretty awesome. I miss these things so much. They're just, I don't know. I think it's better sound quality than my fucking $500 Apple AirPod Maxes. I like the Apple AirPod Maxes, but I think the only things I really like about it is you can switch on and off transparency and noise canceling, and the volume's pretty nice. But like these, you can like switch the transparency on your phone, but it's like when I'm in the gym, I don't really give a fuck about transparency, you know? If I need to talk to someone, I just pause, flip up. Or if I'm talking to the camera, I just pause and flip up. But if not, I just got my headphones on. And I also feel like these, they like suffocate your ears, and it almost, like, not in a bad way, in a comfy way. And it makes you like sweat more because it feels like you're getting less ventilation to like your face almost. It makes your face like drench a little more in sweat, and I fucking love it. I love coming in here and getting super sweaty. I need to start wearing hoodies and long sleeves more often because I just get a much better sweat. So yeah, one more set here, and we'll go 3 sets RDLs, and we'll go 3 sets pullovers, and then we'll be done. Let's fucking go. Okay, that is great. I'm gonna move my tripod over there, do my RDLs. I think I've been doing the 75s and ripping those pretty decently. It's only 825. I'm gonna take that. The only thing that sucks is I'll for sure probably be doing my workout by like 8:50. All that sucks is Bingo's and my mom's. And you know, love my mom to death, but Scott, like my middle sister, comes and checks on Bingo every day during lunch, so I don't gotta come home for lunch. And love my mom to death, but I know she'd be having Sky bring Bingo like to my old house, my parents' house sometimes, because then I have to go pick Bingo up after I'm done with the gym and such, and then my mom gets the opportunity to talk to me, and she just yaps her ear off, which is okay. I love my mom. I don't get to see her as often. She brought me into this world. Obviously, I want to make it big in this world for her, you know. She's one of my biggest inspirations, as should anybody's mom, should be their biggest inspiration. If you don't look up to your mom, then what the fuck are you even doing, guys? She brought you into this world, don't make her take you out, you know? Because nowadays, it's pretty easy to take a baby out of this world. As sad as it is extremely easy. We got 15 reps of 75 last week, so let's actually hop up to 80. But anyways, guys, go home tonight and hug your mom. Because as much as I hate to be that guy and like be a damperer, like I feel like recent events that have been happening kind of prove that like you never know when it's going to be your last day. And I hate to be that guy, but it's just how our world is these days. You never know, you know. Unfortunately, you could be that person that ends up getting their life tragically taken, be a car accident, a drunk driver, or just an incident on a bus train with a robber or mugger or whatever. It could happen to anybody, and that's just the world we live in, and it really sucks, but you just got to think about it like, you know, cherish every moment you have with friends and families, because family members, because you never know when it's going to be the last moment. Well, up 10 pounds and 11 reps. I'm gonna take that. 2 more sets. Come on. Well, some more targeting. Thought I might be able to push out a 12, but it didn't fly today, unfortunately. But one more set and then just some pullover. That was definitely not a fuck around and go for another, but we do some pullovers now. Okay. I'm getting really hot, but I threw on a 5 pound this week. It stayed exactly at the same reps, so pretty perfect. 2 more sets, and then I just gotta find somewhere to post, and I got a few sets of rear delts. Usually I feel like I kind of feel it like getting a good back pump on these back and hamstring days, but today is not the case. I feel like I just got a like super like full lat feeling right now. Like they feel very blown up. My hamstrings feel perfect, so it's good so far. Come on. Well,
That is all this freaking workout wrote. And I'm gonna try somewhere, try and find somewhere to pose.
All right, guys, I'm feeling adventurous today, but you know, could always end up regretting this later. So we're gonna see, but see if I can semi-fit. I know, I'm a little chubby, but it's all right. At the end of the day, it is all right. Let's step a little closer though. Fuck. Step back, step out, turn in. I mean, obviously a little bit chunkier, but overall, I fear, or personally, I guess, I fear we're looking pretty solid. Fatter? Yes. But overall, I mean, looking fairly solid. I mean, obviously, yes, we are a little chubby, you know. I'm okay with admitting that. I'm a little chubby, you know. My gut has, for sure, like gone a little. I hope you guys can still hear me. Semi-okay. Yeah, I really need to try and lock in my core, you know. I feel like my core was really starting to get real good. And I was like getting really consistent with hitting abs and everything, and then I just kind of started slacking there for a little bit, and it really kind of fucked up the whole tempo of everything that I had going. But gotta head to Mom's house. Holy fuck! I really need to bring back just the rest day pose check-ins with you guys. I feel like I haven't done that in quite a while, and I remember that, like, during my cut, I was trying to be, like, more consistent with it, you know, and I wasn't all that great about it, which I feel a little bad for, because I want to, like, you know, show you guys, like, the good side of me, the bad side of me. Like, I want you guys to, like, see every single side. Like, obviously then it's, like, you know, when I'm doing my pose, looks pretty good, but then when I'm out of my pose, you kind of see my stomach, like, leak out a little bit, and it's like, yeah, oh, sorry guys, SoundCloud, and it's like, yeah, like a little bit out of shape, but I'm really right now kind of trying to nail in some conditioning more, because I've been doing a mini cut, so really, like, I've kept my calories like the exact same. I've just been throwing in cardio, so that's been helping me like shred some weight, because I was like, well, the thing is with my diet is like some days I'm like really hungry for all that food, And then some days I'm like, man, this is too much. But I don't really want to stop because I feel like where I'm at, I just feel like, you know, genetically wise, I don't think I'm like a person that's meant to have abs year long. Do I wish I could? Fuck yeah, I wish I could. But I feel like after just like a one like really fucking tough, hard cut, I feel like I'll be able to really lock in and like, because I've kind of been doing some research and a lot of people say like after one really dialed in hard cut where you get to like super low body fat, if you stay locked in after that, you can keep your abs. Even when you're pretty bulked up, you can keep your abs because your body can keep it. And you know, when I was like a sophomore, I had abs, and then when I just went off the deep end of my fucking bulk during my junior year and just ate junk food, just trying to gain weight, that's when I got fat. Versus I feel as if I just, you know, pushed calories, but I pushed good calories, I probably would have been much better off in the long run. And obviously I wish I did that, but you know, everybody makes mistakes. And you know, I'm at a point where I'm like, I love my physique. Like, do I wish I had a six-pack? Yes. Would that be sick as fuck? Yes. Do I have one? No. And is that okay? Yes. At the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, it's you and the man in the mirror, as they would say, and you can't let the man in the mirror win, you know? I mean, obviously there's always something you can improve, but you just can't let the man in the mirror win. When he points at you and calls you a fat ass, you say, fuck you, motherfucker. And then you eat that shit and you swallow it, as Lex Little would say. Yeah, you know, I'm really happy, like with where my physique is at currently. I feel satisfied. I feel like, obviously, like I'm still hungry for more. I want to keep growing and put on more muscle. But you know, I don't really plan on doing a major cut or nothing for like another year. You know, I don't really want to compete for like another year, especially now that I got to compete in NPC. It's like I'm about to hop into like my first like real cycle. I want to see how I react to that, kind of go from there. But I don't think I really realistically want to compete until like probably like the December time frame of next year. But anyways, I'm at my parents' house, so I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching.